Every European country explained, part 2. You guys see that? I freaking burnt myself so bad when I was cooking the other night. Massive blisters all up my arm. Oil everywhere. Okay, so if you haven't watched part 1 yet, I do have it linked above. I promise. I swear it's there. It should be like right up here or here, some side. We checked this out. It's a pretty long video. It was like 30 minutes long. I think already the part 1 was 25 minutes. So this is part 2. We're going in alphabetical order from A to Z, and we left off at Latvia. I believe that's where we're at. This is coming from Chase Engerer, and I didn't really know what I was getting into when I first pulled open this video. I was like, all right, every country explained, 30 minutes. He's probably going to be going through them pretty quickly. There was way more countries than I actually thought. And then he just kind of proceeds to roast like half of them and just do like surface level stereotypes. I don't know. So this is satire. We're here for some fun. Don't take things too seriously, but I got to get back into this because I had some good laughs when I checked this out yesterday, which may be instantaneously for you. All right, Jacob, shut up. Hit the like button. Let's dive in.
Liechtenstein. Now, someone in the comments, please explain why Liechtenstein is a thing. I really do want to know. In 2007, a group of Swiss soldiers accidentally invaded Liechtenstein when they got lost in some bad weather. I love how Google says Liechtenstein chose not to retaliate against Switzerland like they could retaliate in the first place. What would they even do? Send in the Air Force? I don't think so. Liechtenstein, by the way, is filthy frickin' rich, and the entire country looks a little bit like a Minecraft world.
$187,000 per capita. That's pretty crazy. I'm imagining that's what per person.
The entire country looks a little bit like a Minecraft world, which is kind of sweet, actually. Lithuania. The last of the 3 Baltic countries we have today is Lithuania. And just like the other 2, lots of old castles, towns, lakes, pretty colors. They also love basketball. Kind of random, but you know, they do their thing. Luxembourg. I bet you don't know about anything that goes on in Luxembourg. And frankly, neither do I.
Luxembourg. Finance? Luxembourg. I've definitely heard Luxembourg many times throughout my life. Is it movies, or is it like has something to do with finance, or I can't get it. I don't know.
Can tell you about Luxembourg is that they're pretty thing that goes on in Luxembourg. And frankly, neither do I. What I can tell you about Luxembourg is that they're pretty flippin' rich and they speak 3 languages. We've got French, German,
rich too?
And Luxembourgish, which is a language you cannot convince me that real people actually communicate in. If Luxembourgish doesn't sound like a made-up language, I don't know what does. Actually, you know what? Technically, every language is made up, but you know what I mean. They also really like to confuse us because their flag is like the Dutch flag, just after being in the sun for a little while. Malta. Malta is a little Mediterranean island nation, kind of between Italy and Tunisia. My family is actually part Maltese, which you would never know by looking at me and my pasty gringo-looking skin, but it is true. Malta is kind of like a blend of Italy and North Africa, a little bit. And the Maltese language...
Hold on. I gotta go back to that.
It is true. Malta is kind of like...
Look at that. That looks so cool. All the buildings, they almost look like, not really like, you know when you have clay out and then, obviously, I mean, but you have clay out and then it dries up. It looks like that, but it looks amazing.
Like a blend of Italy and North Africa, a little bit. And the Maltese language, which I don't know a lick of, is apparently kind of like a little bit of a fusion of Italian, Arabic, and a little bit of English. Again, don't speak any of it to know, but this is what I've heard. I've actually been able to visit Malta on 2 separate occasions, both of which I got sick on. I don't think they accept me over there, guys. Something important to know about Malta is that its population in recent years has been absolutely exploding, largely due to immigration from other places. How are we going to have space on this little rock for this many people? I don't know. That is their problem. Moldova. Moldova literally is just like a copy and paste of Romania, no exaggeration. They're both basically ethnically indistinguishable, and from what I know, their language is the same too. They're just different countries because, you know, Soviet Union. And Transnistria in eastern Moldova is a breakaway region. It's kind of known as like the last pocket of the Soviet Union. They've got their own money, flag, capital. Oh, yikes. Monaco. Monaco is the spoiled kid that has everything. He's got all the yachts. He's got all the fancy cars. All the rich dudes. Because Monaco is, in fact, the richest country on the face of the earth.
Monaco is the richest country on the face of the earth? Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, Bermuda, Switzerland. I knew Switzerland was up there. Ireland. Really? I thought it was the Isle of Man. We did an Isle of Man video, and I thought maybe it was per capita, and Isle of Man was the richest. I think it is. Yeah, this is GDP per capita.
If you were to ever visit it, it shows. It's like the little mini European croissant-eating Dubai. I mean, they keep the streets so clean, you probably could eat off them if you wanted to, but you would never do that because you can just go home to your gold-plated table, you know? Why would you ever do that? Monaco is also famous for its big fancy casino and the Monaco Grand Prix, where the entire country basically basically becomes an F1 track. Montenegro. Man, what happens in Montenegro? I couldn't tell you a single thing. Make a joke about Montenegro. Why don't Montenegrins ever play hide and seek? Because good luck hiding when everyone already knows they're the best at it.
That's a horrible joke. Fun fact, if you're ever using AI, because I use GPT and I use Grok, if you ever want like funny jokes or anything that's a little edgy, go to Grok for it. If you're like looking for actual information, ChatGPT is a little bit better, but I don't know. They're both kind of the exact same. Grok just kind of doesn't really hold back.
The Netherlands. The biggest enemy of the Dutch is water. I mean, they've been at war with the Atlantic Ocean for like over 500 years at this point. About 20% of the Netherlands is actually made up of reclaimed land, which they got from building big old dikes. You could say the Netherlands is a very well-rounded place. You know, on the one hand, they really love their tulips and their windmills, and then you go into Amsterdam, and they love their pot and prostitutes. The Dutch also have the most bikeable country and the tallest human beings in the world. The Netherlands is basically like one big bike trail. I mean, no wonder they're not built like us marshmallow Michelin Man studs in America. North Macedonia. North Macedonia was country bullied into changing its name from Macedonia to North Macedonia by Greece, which has a region in it called Macedonia, which, you guessed right, is directly south of North Macedonia. If that's confusing, yeah, it is confusing. Let me check my notes here, though. Don't get confused, because North Macedonia is the country, and the South Macedonia that is south of North Macedonia is not North Macedonia. It's just Macedonia, and it's Greece. I hope that clears things up for you. The Greeks basically said to country Macedonia, hey, if you don't change your name to North Macedonia, there isn't a snowball's chance in hell that we're letting you join the European Union. And North Macedonia, being a little Balkan country willing to do anything to join the European Union, changed its name in 2019. Norway. I swear, in America, we love Norway more than our own country.
Norway.
Like. Whenever we have a problem in America...
He is so right with that statement. Norway probably has, I mean, most of the countries up there, Sweden, Norway, Finland, most of those countries probably have the best impression on Americans out of most European countries. Like, it's hard for us to find anything wrong with them. And it doesn't really matter where you are, even on like the political aisle, because, and I know politics, America, blah, 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 blah. It's annoying as shit. But the thing is like a lot of people who are super to one side, you know, like when they look at foreign countries, they're usually like, oh, well, it's a capitalist country or it's a socialist country, and, you know, one or the other won't like them. But with these countries, it's so different because it's like kind of a blend of both. And we're like, look, it can work. You can do both. They've made it work. I just said made it work twice. What is wrong with me? Stupid.
America, like, I don't know. Hey, let's not shoot each other. We always look at Norway and say, They don't shoot each other. Let's just copy them.
Yeah.
And somehow it never works over here. Like, I don't know what we do wrong. Norway is a pretty country, no doubt. You've got all the fjords and mountains. Norway is fantastic until you got the, 25% sales tax. That's horrendous. Norway is famous for being incredibly safe and also incredibly expensive at the same time. So you got to kind of like weigh the pros and cons. I don't know. It's a nice country overall. Poland. Polish people are badass, and they make some good donuts. Like, I don't know how Poland still exists as a country. They've been bum rushed from all sides like 30 times at this point, but they're still kicking. Poland is a cool mix of like old, depressing, gray, communist, Eastern European vibes, and whatever you want to call this. I don't know what label I'd use, but I mess with it. Poland is also famous for its pierogies, which I have yet to try, but I will say they look pretty solid. Put some sour cream on one of those puppies and, you know, big back mode activated. Portugal.
I just wanted to say Poland is another kind of like a more Eastern European country that I'm really kind of curious and interested about. Mainly because I've just read tons of articles about them, and I know that, I know that they've just been growing substantially in their GDP, and like things are really taking off with the country. So I gotta find another video to watch on Poland. If you guys have anything you can recommend, just drop it down, links in the description, put a little, you know, whatever you want to do. Just drop the link.
I am 1000% going, you know, big back mode activated. Portugal. I am 1000% going to European Brazil one day. Could you imagine sipping some nice Portuguese wine on the Lisbon coast with a nice breeze?
That looks beautiful.
Yeah, maybe if y'all binge watch some more of my videos. Portugal might be one of the most desirable places to live on Earth, and that's why prices there are absolutely skyrocketing as people from other countries are like just flocking there. Same with Spain. They've been having a little bit of a rent problem.
Yep.
Romania is like the Florida of Europe. I mean, this really is just a goofy country. Home of Andrew Tate and a giant communist parliament building that is literally the heaviest building on Earth. Dropped your wallet in Bucharest. I mean, it's gone. Romanian TikTok page, they They stole the damn Ukrainian flag. And that's just the TikTok. They stole the flag of Chad, too. Actually, the Romanians had it first. But for the sake of the video, they stole it, okay? It was grew from Despicable Me Romanian because, I mean, he literally stole the flippin' moon. And then he had to have used it to build the Romanian roads because, god dang, those are some roads. All right, maybe I should chill out on Romania. I mean, there are plenty of cool places in Romania, like Hotel Transylvania.
What is this picture?
I would love to see that someday. Russia. Cue the stereotypical
I do want to see
music
Romania.
editing me. Oh boy, where do I even begin? The glorious Soviet commie blocks, the endless expanses of nothingness, the universally beloved president, the world's largest nuclear blast capable of wiping out an entire metropolitan area in one go. I mean, what is not to love about Mother Russia? I have sadly accepted the fact that I will probably never go to Russia. You know, I'm not trying to be the next Brittany Griner.
You know what's great? As much as I've gotten the feeling that many people from European countries are like, we don't want Russia. They're not a part of Europe. We don't want Russia. You guys don't like Russia. All I have to say is it is a massive country that has some really beautiful landscapes. If I were to ever go, it would be because mainly I would just want to see just kind of like all the natural beauty there. And maybe check out Moscow. But like he said, I don't know if I'd ever go to Russia. I don't want to end up in like a prison or something. Or is that just another stereotype? I don't know. There's so many damn stereotypes.
Truly is something to behold. I mean, I can't imagine something scarier than an angry Russian. We all know Russia is huge, but I don't think we ever really do it justice. I mean, the country is damn near the size of the continent of South America. Russia is so big, we've got all of our old Soviet gulags in the Siberian wilderness with polar bears up here, and then we've got like Sochi palm trees down here in the same country. And what does one do with millions of square miles of empty Arctic tundra? How about build the world's largest nuclear arsenal, baby? Yes, sir. Russians are the type to vodka drunk ride a polar bear out in the wilderness.
That's right. They have more nukes than America, don't they? I think that is true.
Munching on some palmeni. I really do want to explore Russia one day. It looks like a very cool place to visit, but will it ever
looks
happen?
Cool. A lot of my videos, I can't even show them in Russia. It's wild. It's like if I have anything that is slightly copywritten, which you guys don't know, but I have a lot of videos that have copyright that get claimed by someone else. Anytime they get claimed, it's always, there's one area that it's just not being shown at all. Russia.
I don't know. I'm kind of doubtful, but a man can dream. San Marino. Yeah, do we know why this place exists?
San
Look
Marino.
at this picture here. I mean, it's pretty. You know, you've got the castle and the hill. But this is San Marino. Like, pretty much the whole doggone country is in the photo you're looking at right now. Other than that, though, it's kind of just like a little Italy Junior. Serbia. Serbia is an old Orthodox Christian nation and the former center of Yugoslavia. Basically, what you need to know is this whole region over here, absolutely diplomatically cooked, all of it. Serbia is also known for the Yugo car, which is one of the finest pieces of communist engineering known to man. Serbians are a very proud, patriotic people that love their country, and when you get a Serb and an Albanian in the same room, I mean, all you can do is pray. Serbia is definitely another bucket list country. You know, they got a bunch of old, cool churches that would be very nice to look.
Serbia, I actually, it's funny he mentioned Albania because in the first video, he was like, you've probably never met anyone from Albania. And I'm like, one of my childhood, like, best friends was from there. I also had a really good friend in high school that was also from Serbia. Gosh, I haven't talked to him in so, I gotta check, like, Facebook. I don't even know if I can find MySpace. Do I call it MySpace? Is that still around? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Slovakia is like the Czech Republic's little brother. They speak darn near the same language, they're both Slavic, and they love beer. What more could you need? They actually used to be the same country until they had a peaceful divorce in 1992. Slovenia. Slovenia is the miracle of the Balkans. It's actually richer than countries like Saudi Arabia, Japan, and this little island right here, which will go unnamed. Slovenia is known for its mountains, Melania Trump, and apparently having a lot of tractors.
I just caught his joke there.
Than countries like Saudi Arabia, Japan, and this little island right here, which will go unnamed. Slovenia is known for its mountains, Melania Trump, and apparently having a lot of tractors. Also, just try saying the name of its capital. Good luck. Spain. Man, they've got it so made in Spain. I mean, their cities look...
I gotta attempt it. Who the hell puts an L and a J right next to each other? Is it silent? No, there's two of them there again as well. Ljubljana? Ljubljana.
Try saying the name of its capital. Good luck. Spain. Man, they've got it so made in Spain. I mean, their cities look like this, their beaches look like this, and they get to take naps in the middle of the day. The people there work to live rather than live to work, and I respect it. Spain is becoming a little bit of a British colony as all the old Brexit retirees like to flock down to the southern coast of Spain to just live there. Bringing their pubs and sunburns with them. I say that like I've ever tanned in my life. For the record, I have not. Tourism has become so prominent in Spain that some of the locals feel that it's even a problem. In Barcelona, there's been instances of people shooting water guns at tourists and cafes What that does for them is beyond me, honestly. But doggone it, they're doing it. That'll get them to think twice before coming to old España.
I did cover a video on the tourists getting sprayed with water guns. I did do it on here, yeah? Yeah, I did do it here. Pretty interesting. I don't know. I didn't really have any too crazy thoughts on it. I think some of the comments that you guys said, it was not as serious as some of the videos were making it out to be. So it's crazy, like when something like that happens, it's like one single event will happen and then it gets just plastered everywhere, and then all of a sudden it's like this huge cultural thing that everyone's watching and consuming and or trying to make content on, like trying to manufacture content on like an event that maybe was just isolated. It's nuts.
It's famous for paella, tapas, and the Sagrada Familia, which is actually over 140 years later still being built, but it's going to be finished pretty soon. Allegedly. Sweden. You know Sweden as the land of Vikings, Volvos, and IKEA. And that is exactly what it is. Oh, wow. Is that all we wrote for the script? Yeah, that's all I got. Oh, I guess also they like meatballs, too. I also recently found out that foreigners, like in America, can go and buy a Volvo in Sweden, get flown out to Sweden, test drive the car around the continent for like 2 weeks, and then get the car shipped back to America for free. That sounds like a little bit of an option. I don't know. Switzerland.
That's pretty
it just
crazy.
makes me so mad. Switzerland's just such a perfect little country. Why are they so good at everything? They can ski. They've got like every bank ever. They don't kill each other. Even their flag is like a perfect square. Where does it stop? They've got the airport chocolate and that silly little old convention that stopped us from dropping anthrax on each other. The Swiss speak Italian, German, French, and Romansh, and probably English too, because, you know, of course they do. It's pretty impressive linguistically. Turkey. I already know some of you are going to hit me with the, but wait, Turkey isn't European. Listen, have you seen what the Turks can do to comment sections? We aren't taking that chance here. The Turks might actually be the only people more patriotic than the Albanians. And it's all thanks to the hard work of people like Mehmet from Berlin, Germany, who spend the entirety of their free time spamming the Turkish flag in every nook and cranny of the internet while not running their Turkish doner kebab shops. You know, all power to them. I respect the hustle. When I visited Istanbul, first of all, I absolutely loved it. And second of all, like, I was amazed with the hustle.
Yeah, my brother, he did a trip to Turkey, I think in college. You know, went there for about a month to 3 months. He said it was really cool. This was like way back in, holy cow, had to have been like 2008. So it's been a while, so it's probably changed quite a bit since then.
They're very persistent over there in Turkey. You'll find a new carpet salesman every turn. Like this guy, I thought he was just trying to be nice to me, telling about his Texan girlfriend and asking me what I thought about Istanbul, but, you know, turns out, trying to sell me a carpet the whole time. He was a chill dude, though, no complaints from me. If he's somehow watching this, I mean, how you been, dude? Hopefully you sold some more carpets. Turkey's also known for its Turkish delights, which I had a great time with until I dropped an entire one on the ground in the middle of the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul. It was one of those moments where you just kind of stand there, paralyzed, just basking in the pain. It was. I wanted to eat that.
Hey, so I'm editing now, and I just realized I somehow forgot to record the entire Ukraine section. So let's just do that real quick. It's one of those places that I definitely want to visit one day, but I think I'll probably hold off for now, you know, maybe another day. I mean, just look at this badass statue in Kiev. Like, who put that there? That thing is sick. Actually, the Soviets put that there.
That's pretty crazy.
Ukraine has been fighting for its independence for a really long time now. Back in 2014, Russia actually annexed the Crimean Peninsula, and obviously the current situation started in 2022. And I mean, if beet soup doesn't scream old Soviet babushka, then I don't know what does. They're called the breadbasket of Europe because they grow a lot of wheat and they just have like endless fields, and even the flag looks like a dang field. Yeah, that's Ukraine.
The United Kingdom. I mean this in the nicest way possible, but Britain as a country kind of reminds me of like unseasoned boiled chicken breast. They be coming up with some of the craziest excuses for food, like we're still fighting the war or something. Like we got spotted dick, jellied eel, stargazy pie, blood pudding, and they always be coming up with some crazy names for these abominations. Like, really? Toad in the hole? My brother in Christ, you just baked a sausage into some dough. We don't need to be doing all that. This one's bubble and squeak. Good luck explaining that. And now that they dipped out of the EU, I mean, any chance of them importing some culinary lessons from like the French or the Italians, out the window, truly. But hey, at least they got one thing going for them, and that is that Britain is a place of culture, a place of art. Take a look, for example, at the old British Museum, a place full of ancient old relics from a time that, wait. Hold on a second. Oh, it's just all the they stole from everyone. Oh, heck no. I bet the only thing British in that museum is the old chap that runs the ticket counter. You know, he's probably not even British either. Vatican City. Yeah, we're...
Love the Brits, obviously. Y'all are great. Probably do more content on the UK than any other country, so.
To end it off on this dud. There really is not much that happens in this park-sized country. And yet it is still visited by, like, literally millions of people every year. It's kind of insane. I actually tried to record a YouTube video in this place once and was rudely interrupted by the Pope police, who tried to assert their minimal authority over me because, like, what else are they gonna do? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a grossly oversimplified explanation of this place we call Europe. Did I just make a half-hour spin-off of my US States video because it was super successful and got 1 million views and I want to replicate the success again? Maybe.
All right, guys, go check out Chase Engerer. That's a hell of a last name, man. Yeah, go check him out if you guys enjoyed his content. I'll have a link down in the description below. And if you like this video, hit the like button on your way out. I'm going to take off. I've had enough of all of this. Appreciate you watching. See you later. Bye.